What's up, y'all? This is your boy Eddie Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. For this episode is brought to you by Layback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, all the languages, all the HBOs. You can go on laybacktv.com to see how you can download it on your iPhones, Androids, and your Fire Sticks. And you can hit them on their Instagram on official_Layback TV. Now let's get into some wrestling talk, shall we? Whoa! WrestleMania season is getting fucking flammable. Okay? We're not going to waste no time. Let's go about what happened on SmackDown. The things that actually mattered. So, Randy came to do a promo. Randy rebutted on what happened on Raw the following week when Stephanie McMahon approached Cody Rhodes at Madison Square Garden. So SmackDown was in St. Louis, right? Which is Randy Orton's hometown as he preps for his undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania against Cody Rhodes. Cody arrived. They didn't waste no time and attack each other. But out of the nowhere, here we go. We got the reveal. The reveal on who Randy Orton was on the phone with. I'm not going to fucking lie. I'm intrigued, but I'm disappointed at the same time, if that makes sense. Pat McAfee? So many of these things didn't make sense. Why? Why are we getting Pat McAfee when we could have had Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon? Hell, we could have had Ted DiBiase Jr. reviving the $1 million corporation, maybe. Why the fuck not? You know, a lot of people sleep on that faction. Look at everybody that was on that faction. Bam Bam Bigelow, Tatanka, King Kong Bundy, Kama, IRS. The whole notch, bro. I just didn't get it. And then he gives his little promo about why. Because pro wrestling sucks. We got a puppet like Cody as our champion. I ain't gonna lie. Pat McAfee in the ring, it was definitely dope. You know what I mean? I'm not talking his match with, I think it was Austin Theory or some shit like that. Or his match against Gunther. I'm talking about way back in NXT when his match against Adam Cole. That was a good match. For a football player who was a punter. Yeah. And he's very entertaining as a commentator. I will give him that. I'll give credit where credit's due. He was very entertaining as a commentator. Rather if it was NXT, rather if it was on Raw. When Royal Rumble was in Indianapolis last year, he did an incredible job. You know, it's where he was playing against the Colts, so it's the home stadium. He's been there for WrestleMania. He's great on the microphone, but as a promo, no. This was shit. I'm actually hoping there's more to this story come WrestleMania. Rather if it's the SmackDown before WrestleMania, which would be next Friday, or at WrestleMania. And we'll get into it because they announced the cards for both nights. I didn't understand it. Didn't work for me. Rhea Ripley gets into a one-on-one match against Michin. I'm sorry. Gets in a match with Michin. Gets attacked by B-Fab and Jade. Io Sky comes for the help, comes for the save. Former women's tag team champion with her. It's interesting. how that story is coming about, but it's definitely getting interesting. I think adding EO, adding Meechin, adding BFAB, it gives more layers to Rhea and Jade, but is applying more pressure. I'm not saying Rhea. I'm sorry. I'm not saying Rhea and Jade is going to be match of the night with powerhouse females like these two, fucking skyscraper of titans of women. You know what I mean? This should be top 5 match of the night. But it really depends on the dance partner of Jade. There are matches where she killed it. There are matches that just were shit. I thought her and Tiffany were going to do it, but I think Tiffany, even though with her athletic build, that wasn't the right dance partner. I thought it would be, but she's too agile. You know what I mean? She's doing fucking moonsaults off the top rope. Jay doesn't do that. So you need a powerhouse, you know, that really can match that. And I think Rhea is the perfect dance partner, if not Bianca, whenever she returns. Which I feel like Bianca's going to return at WrestleMania, but I could be wrong. This has the potential to be a match of the night. I just think Rhea needs to take the lead. Rather if it's going to put Rhea over or Jade over, Rhea needs to take the lead. I think Jade should trust her to take the lead. Moving on from that, Melo inserted himself to get a rematch with Sami Zayn for the U.S. Championship because he needs his get back against Trick, but in order to do that, he's got to win at WrestleMania. They had the match with Sami versus Melo for the U.S. title. Sami took the advantage, retained the U.S. Championship. He's continuing to go to WrestleMania to defend the title against Trick Williams, which it seems like the crowd is turning on Sami Zayn. Crowd was not feeling Sami. They were technically booing and wanting Melo to be the winner. I hope they take advantage of this at WrestleMania with who they're putting over. Later that night, Cody came out with a promo, uncut, and it seems like it's aiming at TKO's Ariel, how you saying? Ari Emanuel, a fucking agent, basically. He used to be like Ronda Rousey's agent. And apparently the word is that he inserted Pat McAfee into this storyline with Randy and Cody. If he did that, he has no idea what the fuck he's doing. I don't believe he did that. I think there are possible layers to what's going to happen with Cody and Randy. But he could inform, use Pat for something. But if he's making decisions, that's a big fucking mistake. Moving on, we're going to Raw. CM Punk opened Monday Night Raw with a uncut promo, aka pipe bomb. In this pipe bomb, he attacks also Ari Emanuel of TKO, Pat McAfee, Roman Reigns, and The Rock. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. To attack Pat, Ari, and Roman, Roman is Punk's opponent for WrestleMania, but I'm getting too many moments of The Rock might be returning. Now, The Rock has been very quiet as far as being involved as the final boss. He has 2 movies to promote this season, well, this year, technically. In July, he has the live-action Moana, and December, he has Jumanji 3. I think for WrestleMania season, it shouldn't be no problem. He can get out of there in time to do his promo for Moana to come back for SummerSlam and leave to go get ready for promo for Jumanji and then come back for next WrestleMania season. I think that works as far as the scheduling goes. Let me see what else we got. Oh, we got 2 updated matches One updated match and two updated matches and one match updated. Excuse me, I'm fucking up. So excuse me. Two updated matches and one match added to WrestleMania. That's the way of saying it. Okay? So the match added to WrestleMania, which kind of, works out in a way because you can't have 5 out of 6 of these guys off WrestleMania. They were there in some capacity last year at WrestleMania. You got LA Knight and the Usos taking on the Visions, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, in addition to their team, I Show Speed. This will be I Show Speed's debut match. As an athletic kid running and sprinting, jumping on shit, I think this is definitely the great workout. He has the athletic ability to do better than Bad Bunny ever did, as far as in the in-ring capabilities. He will not be Logan Paul. Logan Paul was technically born to do this, but it could be interesting. It's just sad to say that the opposite team, every individual in there is bigger than I Show Speed. Pause. So that match, that 6-man tag match has been added. An updated match. We had Finn Balor taking on Dirty Dominic Mysterio, but it has been changed to Dirty Dominic Mysterio taking on Demon Finn Balor. The return of the Demon. We haven't seen him since WrestleMania 39 against Edge. That was live at SoFi Stadium. He's getting the return. It's been 3 years. Wait. So it's 40, 41, 42. Damn, 3 years. Yeah. 3 years. Another match added. Rey Mysterio, the return of the Hall of Famer and legendary luchador. Rey Mysterio, former 3-time world champion, Intercontinental champion, U.S. champion, tag champ, WCW tag team champion, WCW cruiserweight champion, the legend himself, 2006 Royal Rumble winner, the whole works. He's returned and he's been added to the Intercontinental Championship ladder match at WrestleMania. So it will be Penta defending the Intercontinental title in a ladder match, 6-pack ladder match against Javon Evans, JD McDonough, Rusev, Dragon Lee, and Rey Mysterio. It's going down. And let me see what else. Oh, that fucking supposed to be contract signing between Obafemi and Brock Lesnar got fucked. Became an all-out brawl, throwing shit at each other, stairs, chairs. Here's my shit, right? Obafemi and Brock Lesnar, 2 fucking big titans, right? It's like Godzilla versus King Kong. You just don't know who the fuck is King Kong. This has the potential to be a dope match. And what I mean by a dope fucking match, I don't mean Suplex City F5, that's it. I kind of want to see old school Brock Lesnar. I'm talking 2002 Brock Lesnar. The one who gave a fucking incredible match with The Rock at SummerSlam 2002. You know what I'm saying? A guy who gave an incredible match with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 19. That's the Brock Lesnar I want to see. Not the one who demolished fucking John Cena over and over again, okay? That match would just suck. Few little things that gotta add before we get into the WrestleMania cards. Mike Santana, current TNA World Champion, his contract with TNA is coming to an expiration date come this summer, and there's some high interest on bringing him to WWE. That'll be interesting. Where he fits in, I don't know. It definitely could slide him in there in NXT. Got some history right there with Joe Hendry. You could do some storylines with Tony D'Angelo, Ethan Page, Ricky Saints. The list goes on. But it would be good to see some more Puerto Rican blood in there, because you got Puerto Ricans like Zelina Vega and Damian Priest in there. So we could have a reinformed LWO. Never know. Let's get into WrestleMania. So Saturday WrestleMania and Sunday WrestleMania has finally been officially set up and announce what matches are taking place. We're going to be there live at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, so don't worry. I just don't know if I'm going to be streaming or not. I might. I don't know. I don't want to get blackballed and shit, red flagged or whatever. But I damn sure will be there at WrestleMania. Shit's going to be fire. Shit's going to be live. I even got the outfits for WrestleMania Saturday, WrestleMania Sunday, and Monday Night Raw at T-Mobile Arena. Shit's going to be dope. So let's get into it. WrestleMania Saturday is going to go down. LA Knight and the Usos taking on tag team champions, world tag champions, divisions, Logan Paul and Austin Theory with their partner, IShowSpeed. The women's tag team championship will be on the line in a fatal four-way as Nia Jax and Lash Legend take on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Lyra Valkyria and Bayley, and Nikki and Brie, the Bellas. Okay? We got the unsanctioned match between the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, taking on the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Can't wait for that one. It's going to be fire. Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line as AJ Lee defends in a rematch against Becky Lynch. We got the returning Seth freaking Rollins, the Architect, returning to WrestleMania Vegas to take on the Ring General Gunther. And we got the Women's World Championship on the line as Stephanie Vaquer takes on 2026 Women's Royal Rumble winner Liv Morgan of Judgment Day. And the main event, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes defends the undisputed WWE Championship against the Viper Randy Orton. For Sunday, WrestleMania Sunday's going down. It's the six-pack Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Penta defends against Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, JD McDonough, and Rusev. We got Brock Lesnar. There you go, the Beast, taking on the ruler Oba Femi. The United States Championship is on the line as Sami Zayn takes on superstar Trick Williams with his lemon pepper steppers. We got Demon Finn Balor taking on Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the Triple A Mega Champion. The WWE Women's Championship on the line as Jade Cargill takes on Rhea Ripley. And in the main event, CM Punk, the best of the world, defends the World Heavyweight Championship against OTC and 2026 Royal Rumble winner Roman Reigns. Is going down April 18, April 19. We gonna be there. Shit's gonna be fire. Hope y'all tune in. Don't worry. On an episode leading up to that next week, we will be doing our full episode. This is how the lineups is going to be when it comes down to wrestling talk. We're going to do our SmackDown and Raw, review. And that will be, once we get done with that review, we're going to do our segment, Who You Got. I'm going to tell you my picks. You can leave on the comments on who you pick. We're going to pick our picks for WrestleMania Saturday and WrestleMania Sunday, just in case they add one more match to WrestleMania Sunday, because that's a total of 6 matches, while WrestleMania Saturday gets 7. I think they're going to keep it at 7 and 7 like they did last year. But let's see how it goes. We're going to do our segment, Who You Got. I'm going to pick my picks for both, who's going to take the dubs on Saturday and Sunday, but that's going to be next week, all right? This is Wrestling Talk. I'm your boy, Eddie Jacks. This is Drop That Podcast. Y'all be cool, all right? Sub, if y'all want. Y'all know the button. Hit the damn sub button and get those likes up, all right? Peace.